Hello everyone, my name is Bloodbath169 and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon Part 4. In this episode we're going to tackle the fourth scenario of the Classic Edition, the real Classic Edition, the original, Diamond Heights. Diamond Heights is already a successful theme park with great rides. Develop it to double its value. Our objective, to achieve a park value of at least $20,000 at the end of October, year 3. Now, this is going to be a little bit different than what we were doing before. Before, our objective was to obviously get a certain number of guests with a certain park rating. Well, of course, we still want that, but at the same time, our goal is no longer so simple, as our goal actually extends to creating this park, making this park even more successful than it already is. So just zooming out here, we see that we've got a slide, we've got twin roller coasters, steel roller coasters, we've got a carousel, a transit train, a log flume, we have a crazy mouse, or is that a wild mouse? Yeah, that's 2 Wild Mouse roller coasters. Okay, so we already have a transit. So I want to stick with rides we don't already have. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Well, I can tell you the first thing right off the bat, we're going to get handymen going. And we're actually going to move them over to here, and here's why. Because if you remember in our last episode, I talked about we were going to assign handymen to do one or the other, or the ability, I should say, to do one or the other. I guess you're hungry, you can't find anywhere to find something to eat, that's fine. So, what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of handyman 1 here, and handyman 2 is going to be able to mow the grass, but he's going to come over here to mow the grass. And we're only going to worry about the grass that's immediately next to our footpaths here. And we're going to double up, so there will be a handyman over here that is working on mowing and normal, upkeep, and then there will be a handyman that is focusing on actual cleaning. And that way there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It will get done. Now that does mean that our staff costs are going to be higher. There's just simply no real getting around that, simply put. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our best to ensure that we don't run into said issues. Let's flip that around. And the best way to avoid that, or to ensure that that's not such a large-scale problem, of course, is to expand our coverage. Now, that does naturally enough mean that we're going to have to be very careful as far as not overextending, but at the same time being cognizant of the fact that there's going to be 2 handymen on each area, and that does present its own fun opportunity. Okay, so there's those 2. Okay, that should be all. And this guy can mow. Okay, so there's our first area, done and dusted. Just in time, as you can see, there's puke all over the place. Tells me that we have a lot of rides that are actually vomit-inducing. So, something we want to keep an eye on, like I said. Let's go ahead and do one more. This side, this side. Suppose this is our opportunity to be grateful that guests do not vomit on entrances. What could be better than waiting in line on some guy's puke puddle? Okay, we've got 2 mechanics that are on patrol routes. Okay, so this mechanic is set to handle 1, 2, 3 rides. And you are set to handle, and I saw that alert, don't worry. So we'll go ahead and let them in. Okay, and this guy handles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rides. Okay, now do we have any security guards? No, we do not. We're actually not going to worry about security guards just yet. Our next step, of course, you know it's coming. We're going to do this. And boom, 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 and I'm going to take care of this, and I will be right back. Okay, so that took quite a bit longer than I thought it would have, mostly because the paths are very intricate in here. So let's look around here. I know this is a concern. Do we have... No, we don't have a covered train. Okay, that's fine, I guess. We might want to look at replacing this like we did in the last episode with a monorail when applicable. We'll just have to see if one becomes available, I suppose. We've been getting pretty steady complaints about. Okay, not while it's going on while it's raining. Okay. Been getting pretty steady complaints from customers about the lack of food and drink stalls, and that's something we're going to address next. I'm just checking to make sure that issues are being resolved. What are my major complaints? I'm hungry. Okay. We're going to actually come over here and turn that music off, because I don't want you guys to have to listen to that the whole time, and even with headphones on, I will, and the sound obviously doesn't go to the headphones. Unfortunately, the software I'm using currently, the free version, does not include. You may have all been wondering what was different about the audio on my videos, and that was that the claustrophobia has crashed. Let me guess. Station brake failure. 10 people have died in an accidental claustrophobia. Well, that's not good, to say the least. Until it's fixed, I cannot replace or repair it. But I need to put that somewhere around here. I need to put on this one especially. I'm gonna put a thing on it. But the station brakes failed. Unfortunately. So once that's fixed, I'll be able to. And see, the park rating took a huge dip from that. It's very unfortunate. Since we got 3 straightaways, let's go ahead and put in. And we'll put in an on-ride photo section to get some extra money out of that. Now, even with us doing this, keep in mind, People will not want to get on this ride anytime soon. There's just no getting around it. Let's retest that. Okay, these two trains are synced, it looks like. Yeah. And you know what? We're actually just going to let it go. Nobody's going to get on it anytime soon, but that's just the way it's going to go, I guess. So, food and drink stalls. Well, let's see. We'll want one set right up here towards the front. We will put in one here also. Let's lower that down. Now the big thing we're going to do is we're going to keep these, especially the food, away from roller coasters, because there's quite enough puke on the ground over in this region that we do not want it anywhere near roller coasters, or all we're going to be doing is cleaning up puke. So we got that over there, so let's do one more over here, and these are all going to be in one row. Alrighty. Guests are hungry, can't find anywhere to buy something to eat. Well, that's because you're obtuse and not paying attention at this point. Guests are commenting that the price is cheap. Okay. Tidiest park in the country. Big thumbs up on that. Alright. So what all can we really invest in? Well, we've got a bunch of gentle rides. We already have the slide. Well, we have one gentle ride we could put in. We already have the slide, and we already have the carousel. We don't want repeats, so we can do haunted house. I never put in the car ride, to be honest with you. We already have examples of all of these. We already have a log flume. So we've got 3 rides we can put in that we do not have repeats of, and we'll be getting the wooden roller coaster relatively soon. So we can put that in depending on money. So let's start off with a gentle ride. And of course we want to keep an eye out for whatever we can replace the railroad with that would be faster. So let's go ahead and stick this guy right here, I guess. Oh, yeah, there's that detail. So let's, okay, so what we're actually going to do is we're going to raise a piece of this up so that we're level with the ride. Will actually height this, but we're going to connect it. Okay, so there's our gentle ride. Now I'm going to try to leave these spaces empty, because we do want to keep in mind that we have a need for the simplicity that comes from that. Oh, this is arachnophobia. Okay. Let's throw that in at $3. Why is this closed? Broken down due to a safety cutout. Okay. So what is this? Agoraphobia. Okay. So we have arachnophobia, agoraphobia. Gotcha. And, we can go ahead and pay off our whole loan. Okay, so we're not doing great as far as our park value goes. We still got about $7,300 to pull that up by, but not too bad, all things considered. Company value is up where we want it to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to actually clip this, and we're going to be back after a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put in these 2 thrill rides and hook these up. And we'll be back when we start on the wooden roller coaster. Okay, so we're back, and we are now ready to start on our wooden roller coaster. We're making good money. Our park rating has really recovered after those deaths on claustrophobia due to the station brakes failure. We've got our haunted house put up. We've also got our scrambled eggs and our swinging ship. So we are just ready to rock and roll here. We have a new gentle ride that'll be coming in, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and knock this wooden roller coaster out of the park. It needs to be big, fast, steep drops, and feel out of control. Massage received. Okay. Four, five, six, 7, 8. Cool. Let's go ahead and start a climb. Right out of the gate, let's do a big Ferris wheel. Okay. Well, let's see what this bad boy can do. And look at that, we've almost made back our loan already. And added another 200 guests while we were building this. What's our park value doing? We've raised it by a substantial amount too. We'll forget that would have slammed their faces right into the guardrail or the lap belt bar thing. A doohickey, my bob. Well, we got a fair number of lateral G's and we got a lot of vertical G's, so we may have to adjust some stuff here. High, very high. Okay. So let's see. Where precisely do we hit those really high vertical G's? Right there, going over the top. I'll tell you what, I only like it the way it is, so Diamond Dash. And we're going to charge $4 for this beast. And we'll stop at $3. We're not price gougers. And we can pay off our loan. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to take another break, I think. That only cost us how much? Cost us $15,000 to put that in. Not counting the bit in July, not counting the bit in September, so closer to a little over $16,000. Sheesh. Alright, well, our park values, we're almost, with that addition, we're almost up to our objective already, and it's only not even the end of year one yet. So we're going to have to keep developing. We may go ahead and put that Ferris wheel in here somewhere. But in the meantime, we're going to take another break, and we'll bring you guys back in when we get a little bit closer to our next objective or our next project. Okay guys, so we're back with a brief update. Let me actually put my headset on here. Okay, so we're back with a brief update. As it stands, we did have a little minor issue, and it's still kind of sort of ongoing, with this spot in particular. We started seeing some vandalism, so as you can see, we've added security guards. And the big issue that we're having is these guys right here are not going everywhere they need to go. These guys are getting so focused, it's the usual thing with them. They're getting so focused on mowing that they're not doing actual cleanup. As for where the other handyman is, where is handyman 7? He's clear over here. And that may be the issue, to be honest. We just have too broad of an area for these guys. So what we'll actually do, now that I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and put one down. And this guy will be responsible for just this area. And you're going to not mow. Okay. That should take care of that problem. Okay, so scenery and theming, great. One new ride we have not yet done. We have the observation tower in this older area, clear back at the back. We also put in our Ferris wheel, swinging ship, and all that's going good. We also had a new a car type. You may have noticed before on Arachnophobia here that it was using Caterpillar style cars like we had seen before. Well, I changed it out to add a new thrill to it for the guests, and these are the spinning cars. And as you can see, they do kind of raise the nausea factor just a little bit. I know that I'd personally be a revolving pillar of puke personally, because spinning just does me in like you would not freaking believe. Where are you? Diamond Dash here is doing great. Probably one of my most successful rides. Now, thing about Rollercoaster Tycoon, you got to stay on top of things. Don't let problems escalate. Now, we're just with the few things that we've already got, plus what was that we put in, plus what the park already had, we're making almost $2,000 a week, and our park value is actually, we need to adjust it again. There is my OCD. But we've made almost 20,000, over 20,000 now. Our park value is actually over our objective. If we look at our objective is actually to get 20,000 by the end of October, year 3. The thing that I'm actually waiting for right now is I'm waiting for a original coaster. Well, great, jumping fountains. Thumbs up, super. Now I could segregate and get what I want specifically, but why bother? You know, there's some things that I would be missing out on if I did it that way. So as it stands, we're just going to keep on coasting, and we'll bring you guys back in when it's a little bit closer to our next project. But I definitely wanted to give you guys an update at this point. Okay, and we are back. Excuse me. So we have ourselves another water ride, and this time it is the water slide. Semicircular plastic channel, small amount of water running along. Boats slide along the track assisted by the flow of water. A good water slide requires at least one steep drop that can be extended into a complex layout so long as care is taken on the crest of hills, as dinghies can crash off the track. So we have to be very careful as far as speed goes, especially when we are talking about going up a hill. Let's put it down here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so first things first. Let's do that. Let's see what we get. Now we got to be very careful testing this because there is always the chance that a car could go flying off the track, and even if it crashes in testing, it will affect the popularity of the ride because people see it crash. So something to keep in mind. Excuse me. Just hacking and coughing over here. Okay, apparently we have a problem with the hygiene of the pads. Down, up, and onto that. Okay. We also have to keep in mind that the physics of the dinghy will change slightly with additional weight of people being on it. Up onto the lift again. Down and around. Okay, just enough momentum so that if we have a station brake failure for some reason, it will not smash into the truck in front or the boat in front. So I'll call that a win. Let's actually bring this around a little bit. Okay, high, medium. Alright, so that's a $3 ride. I'll call this one Diamond Rocks. Alrighty, so there's our next one. We are now entering our last year on this scenario. What did that do to our park value? Well, we're back up over that again. Of course, having 30,000 additional in cash for development does help. Ooh, and we just got a water splash for the roller coaster, the wooden roller coaster, which it should be just about to the point where it's ready for some new blood, so to speak. So let's see. Let's go ahead and close Diamond Dash. Let's see, where do we want to put this stuff? Okay, so we added the water splash to the ride. Let's see what we get here. Okay, we're back up where we want to be. Splash. Around, and splash. Around. Grab the chain so you don't come to a stop. And that'll give us a little push to get back through this section. Around this piece. And then we start our next series of drops. Drop again. Roll around and into the station. All right. Okay, so let's see how we're doing here. This one, come on. See, I know the entire one is there. High, very high, and medium. Okay. Good enough. Reopen it. How popular is our water slide here? Looks like it's hopping. And fries are coming to us. Alright. What's our major complaints? Want to go home, need to go to the bathroom. That's a pisser. Vandalism. We're at. Up in this area. But we're going to take a break for one more time, and then we will come back. With the addition of the water slide, we added, we're about breaking even as far as park value goes. And I'm sure this will start going up as we gain more revenue from the new rides and such. We still have to work on research and getting new rides into the park, such as they are. This needs its price reduced, I take it. Just go ahead and make that free. And we'll take the one off. Same goes for you. Okay. So we're going to take a brief break and then we will be back. Okay, so we're back, and it's May of year 3, and we're up to $38,000, and our park rating is almost maxed out. So the big thing that we're going to do now is we're going to spend some of this money. Now, I'm getting a little worried because we do not have the resources or the new coasters that we really need in order to keep the park new and exciting. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 separate coasters. We're going to do one that is a shuttle loop and another steel roller. They're both going to be steel roller coasters, just like these two. This one. One's going to be my own take on designs, and the other is going to be a shuttle loop. Five, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we're testing this new coaster, and we already got an extreme rating. I'm not surprised. It's a 100-something foot drop here. And the vertical G's were all the way up to 8 vertical G's, so I'm not surprised that it was extreme. Here we go again. Okay. I bet you that has made a heck of a difference. Not as far, well, actually it didn't make damn near any difference. Interesting. Well, we're going to leave it as is. And this is going to be diamond. Diamond Blaster. Boom, we have a new roller coaster. Now I said in this section we're going to do 2. We're going to do a shuttle launch roller coaster as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one's going to be a powered launch. And we're going to start it out at 51 miles an hour and test this bad boy. Get out of there, up we go, around, loop. The big question is, can I make it back through? Okay, so we are in August of year 3. It's going very well. We just finished our launcher coaster, the shuttle launch as it's been labeled. We also, okay, someone just headed for that. We also have our other new coaster, the Diamond Blaster. Both of these coasters have added a substantial amount to our park value, which of course our goal is to get up to 20,000. We could continue adding, but it's just not really a need to at this juncture. So we just added balloon stalls, and I think at this point we're going to see if we can't coast to an end. So we'll bring you guys in as we get a little bit closer to the end of the scenario. Okay, guys, and we're back. So we had a small snafu. I always save before I go to walk away for any reason, and when I saved, it corrupted the file and crashed the game. So I had to redo this coaster, which is a little bit different as far as its content, and this one is actually the exact same, just a different color. I also went ahead and added in a Dodgems bumper car, and right now we're sitting just above 23,000. And it is October year 3, specifically October 20th year 3, so we got to get through 11 more days in game, and then we're set to go. What are people thinking about this ride? Not paying that much? Jeez, already? Fine, $2. Snarkies. We got same thing. Yeah, I'm not paying that much. Sheesh. So anyway, yes, there's been this playthrough, this scenario has honestly been a nightmare. Just problem after problem after problem after problem. It has not stopped for one damn minute. So to say that it's been a little bit on the frustrating side would not be an underestimation. I have been recording this video since 5 a.m. my time. It is now 11:35 a.m. my time at the time of recording. So it's a little on the frustrating side. So thank you for those of you who have stuck through, because I appreciate you so much. I really do. Somebody just stepped in the pook. Okay, so it looks like we're going to coast into home on this one. People still getting on this ride? Yeah. It looks too intense. Also, this the water slide's been actually experiencing an issue that happens from time to time. I'm not sure why it happens. I never see it happen, but every so often, one of the boats will get stuck right here, and then all the boats will just sit there, just piling up on each other, until eventually one slides down and completes the course. I don't understand why, but they do that. Smile and nod, as I like to say. Smile and nod. What I don't see, oh no, that was in the other attempt playthrough thing. I didn't put my balloon stalls in. Oh well. I'm not going to bother with it because it's the last day anyways. And I believe, if I'm not much mistaken, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, that is going to be the end of today's episode. And I want to thank you guys for joining me. Please feel free, if you like the video, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, there are the time of this recording, 3 other videos in this playlist alone that comprises almost 3 hours of content. And there's also, I have 3 other series going, 2 of which are open access, and those would be the Civilization 3 series and the Age of Mythology series, both very good in my opinion. Of course, I'm a little biased. Apart from that, we also have the Fallout New Vegas series, but that is age restricted. YouTube did not do that, just to clarify. YouTube did not do that. I did. I tend to abide by what the ESRB states, and the ESRB states that it is rated M for mature, which means 18 and over. So, other than that, thank you everybody for tuning in for today's episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!